What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. Jonathan Majors has finally been sentenced. We see here sentenced to 1 year of counseling for all of the hubbub in his domestic assault case. Of course, this being the first story I covered, one of the first stories I covered when I had my channel start. Jonathan Majors has been sentenced to 1 year of domestic violence counseling after being convicted last year of assaulting and harassing his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. The actor must complete a 52-week in-person domestic violence programming in Los Angeles, where he currently resides. There will be an opportunity in the future for the sessions to be partly virtual. He must continue the mental health therapy he has enrolled in and provided updates on his progress. The judge also placed a permanent order of protection against any contact between Jabari and Majors. Any violations or criminal activity could result in him facing jail time. And the sentencing was delivered, of course, today, Monday, by Judge Michael Gaffey in a lower Manhattan courtroom, almost 4 months after Major was found guilty of 2 misdemeanor counts of harassment and against Jabari. After a 2-week trial, he was set to be sentenced in January, but it was delayed to April due to now dismissed motions filed by his legal team. Majors arrived in court with his current girlfriend, actor Megan Good. He shook hands and hugged his family and supporters on his side of the courtroom, then took his seat behind his lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, and Seth Zuckerman. Jabari entered the room shortly after and delivered a victim impact statement, saying that Majors is not sorry and has not accepted responsibility for the assault. He will do this again. He will hurt another woman. This is a man who believes he's above the law, Jabari said. I had a career and life and body, all of which he's damaged. Well, and if you listened to a lot of the leaked audio tapes of Jonathan Majors talking, he did sound like he thought he was better than everyone. He fancied himself a Martin Luther King type character, that he needed a great woman because he was a great man. She also called Chaudhry and Zuckerman tactics of placing the blame on her during the trial abhorrent and horrific. I will not rest until he's not a danger. He refuses to acknowledge guilt and take responsibility. He remains a danger to all those around him. I've seen his anger and he doesn't have control over it, Jabari said. Judge Gaffey explained that Major's absence of criminal history and prior arrests contributed to his decisions not to give the actor jail time. He could have faced up to a year in prison. Majors showed little reaction in the crowded courtroom and declined to give a statement. His career is over, no matter what. I mean, Majors was arrested in March 2023 after he assaulted Jabari in the backseat of a private vehicle. Majors denied that he assaulted Jabari. He did not testify during the trial, but his defense team has repeatedly alleged Jabari, not Majors, was the aggressor in the vehicle that night. This is one of those cases that, with the more you looked into it, it was entirely possible and probable that that night in the car, she was in fact the aggressor, because she saw a text message on his phone indicating he was cheating and that she lost her shit. And that's why we saw footage of her chasing after him down the street. That being said, there's also plenty of audio footage and other people describing events, including her and him, where he was abusive and threatened to unalive himself if she didn't do what she wanted. So it just sounds like it's a horrible relationship on both sides. Last month, Jabari sued Majors for assault and defamation, with the latter alleged stemming from his Good Morning America interview. During the ABC sit-down, Majors claimed he'd never laid his hands on a woman. Jabari also accused Majors of battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and malicious prosecution. In her lawsuit, Jabari alleged Majors assaulted her other times prior to the March 2023 altercation, including incidents in London and Los Angeles. The suit also reveals text messages from when they were a couple, in which Majors dissuaded Jabari from seeking medical help and threatened to end himself. Part of these texts were used in the December trial, though they were allowed as background information and not as evidence in the case. Okay. Shortly after the guilty verdict, Majors was fired from Disney Marvel's cinematic universe, in which he played the new villain Kang the Conqueror, and his Hollywood career appears to be in limbo. Now, it is also interesting to note Marvel was unhappy with his performance and the reception to him as Kang before any of these domestic violence accusations saw the light of day. We learned that from behind the scenes information and leaks and all that, yeah, they chose him to be the Kang in the Kang dynasty based on the end of the first season of Loki when he played He Who Remains, and everyone liked, by everyone I mean like 3 or 4 execs liked that performance. We're like, oh, let's just make him the focus and the new villain. And well, we see how that ended up. He was previously dropped by his management company, Entertainment 360, and publicity firm, The Lead Company. During the sentencing, Chaudhry said that Majors is optimistic he'll work in the film industry soon. Well, good for him. Good for him. Maybe in 10 years or so, we'll see him come back. But something tells me he's going to disappear just as quick as Kevin Spacey did. Obviously for different reasons, but that just goes to show you, no matter how talented you are, if they don't want you there for one reason or another, you gone. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. Are you going to miss him as Kang, or do you think it's probably best that we've moved on from that and now Kang Avengers Dynasty is now just Avengers 5? Anyway, let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you've done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.